Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know you guys are like, oh my god, this girl finally got a damn story time for us. I'm back. I'm not gonna lie. I have been slacking. I don't know. I just get in my little mood sometimes where I just burn out. And when I burn out, it takes me a while to get back. But I am trying, y'all. I'm trying to get back. So what I will ask for you guys to do is to definitely give this video a thumbs up, because it is my birthday in the next day or two. My birthday's on the 21st, so wish me a happy birthday and also give the video a thumbs up or whatnot. And I'll probably have like one more video drop to you guys before my birthday. I probably might do like one more video. So let's get straight into it. As you guys can see from the title, this is the time where the whole school hated me. But what's usual? I mean, if you are not new to the channel, then you already know that my entire school hated me, plus the African community. But this was like the low-key the start of it. And I'm going to give a disclaimer before I start this story time, because every time I say this, it's like some people don't listen, and then they want to come in the comments like, you said this story already, you said this story already. I did not fully tell this story time in great detail, but I did mention this story time a little bit when I was telling a different story time in one of my other story times. But I'm about to further elaborate on what happened, because certain people were asking like, Irene, like what happened with this, like, you know, like what happened, like what ended up happening with this situation. So we're gonna get straight into it. So boom, this story time took place in high school, of course, and this was when I first transferred to my new high school. If you are new to the channel, just to give you a little refresher, I ended up going to one of my high schools of the original place that I was born in, and then my parents decided to move across districts, and I ended up going to this new high school, and everybody hated me. You're gonna have to go down and watch my video so you guys can see why they hated me. But let's get into it. So, one day I'm walking in the hallways and I see this beautiful, fine man. I will not say that he's chocolate. He wasn't chocolate. I will basically say that he was like a caramel complexion. He was tall. He was very skinny, like a very skinny boy. But you know, like those boys that you could tell they're athletes, like they're very small, but you could tell like, okay, yeah, like that's an athlete. He had an athletic type of build, like a track build to him. Very tall. I'm gonna say like 6'3", 6'4". And y'all, when I saw him, I wanted him. Like, all jokes aside, when I saw that boy, I off-rip wanted him. And I ended up telling one of my friends, like, who is that? He's so handsome. Now, coincidentally, my friend was cool with him. She told me that she grew up with him, that she'd been knowing him since they were young. And she was like, I'm actually like not friends with him, but she was cordial with him. And I was like, he is so fine. And my friend just used to be like, girl, him? And y'all already know how it is whenever you grow up with somebody that you don't even like. Even if they look good, you don't see like that. And then if somebody be like, oh, he look good, you be like, him? Like, you know, it was like that type of vibe. She literally, every time I used to tell her that he was cute, she'll be like, girl, him? Hell nah. Like, she'll always be like that. And then she will tell me like all the LS shit that he used to do when they were kids. I'm like, girl, y'all was kids. Like, he's looking grown now. I want him. I need him. So whenever she used to be like that, I used to just be like, girl, but he look good. Like, he look good. And she used to be like, girl, this boy do not look good. Y'all was crushing over him. And this boy never really used to see me in the hallway. I always used to see him from afar during hallway transition. And I will always look at him. I was crushing, y'all. I'm going to just say, to say the least, I was crushing. But she ended up giving me all the information about him. She ended up telling me what class he was. She ended up telling me how he was an athlete. Like, just all not, she didn't really give me information about him, but she was just like, oh yeah, he's an upperclassman and like he do track. That's all she said. But she just kept laughing and she just kept saying, girl, him? Like, she literally kept asking me over and over again, him? Like, you like him? I'm like, yeah, girl, I like him. Like, I think he fine as hell. So he was 2 years older than, he was 2 classes above me. So I was a sophomore, he was a senior, right? And I just was like, okay, a girl can only dream, because this girl has literally told me that he's popular as hell. This girl has literally told me that he's an athlete, like he's one of the best athletes at the school. He did track, and she telling me that he's an upperclassman. I'm like, a girl can only dream. Okay, but bitch, guess what? The dream became true, because let me tell you how. So one day, I was walking in the hallway. I don't know where I was going, y'all. I just used to roam the hallways. If you guys watch my story times, then you already know how I gave it up. I just would randomly roam the hallways sometimes and just be looking for people in the hallways that I was friends with. Because I was a bad kid. I would go to ask the teacher like, oh, can I go to the restroom? And I'm just roaming the hallways for like 15, 20 minutes. And then I'll go back to class when I felt like it. It was one of them days where I was roaming the hallways, and y'all, oh, we gotta give the boy a name. We gotta give the boy a name. Sorry, y'all. I haven't done a story time in bitch. I don't know how to do story times anymore because I haven't done them in like a couple of weeks, I think. We're gonna name the boy Clifton. We're gonna call him Clifton. Oh, there was one time I was, you know, doing the usual strolls around the school, walking around the school looking for people I knew. And bitch, why did I see Clifton from afar? I was like, y'all, literally, like when I saw him, I literally was like, the thing is, I was looking at Clifton so hard to the point where I didn't even peep that I was really looking at him that hard. My brain didn't even process like, girl, you are like literally drooling over this man. So mind you, he hadn't seen me yet because I seen him from afar. So like, it's like I was starstruck when I saw him, like all jokes aside. And I just literally I was still walking. It's not like I stopped and just stared at him. I was still walking. I don't want to be on no like weird shit. But I was like looking like, you know, I'm just looking at him. Mind you, he hadn't even seen me yet. He's walking in the hallways and he's just like this. Like, he just like on his phone. Like, he walking, but like he really on his phone. Like, he in his phone deep. So we end up passing up each other. So I guess because he seen or because he like heard like somebody in his peripheral, he looked up, you know. So like he in his phone and then he just looked up like this and he was like, and he looked at me and I'm still like, y'all, my brain not even processing, girl, you is staring into this boy's soul. Like my brain is not even processing that I'm like legit staring into this young man's soul. I'm still looking at him and he was like, hey, how you doing? Don't talk to me because I'm easy. Easy like Sunday morning. That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Bitch, I'm easy. I'm easy. Bitch, I'm easy. Don't talk to me because I'm easy. Oh my God, y'all. I love doing story times because I actually love doing story times, bro. I miss this. I miss this vibe. I miss this vibe. But y'all, I'm easy. Don't talk to me because I'm easy. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. Like, y'all already know how I gave it up in high school. Y'all already know I put it on the floor. Y'all already know how I gave it up in high school, y'all. I literally gave it up like my vagina was candy and I was, you know, handing candy away. I was a candy man. So I'm just looking like, nigga, you want to know how I'm doing because I'm spread your legs. Let me see ya. Arch your back. Let me see ya. Bend your knee. Like that. You know, so he was like, how you doing? Y'all, I'm stuttering. I'm like, I'm good. Y'all, he peeped. He off-rip knew. Like, it's like he instantly knew this girl likes me because he just started giggling. Like he literally just started giggling. And y'all, I was embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, like I'm folding like this. Like literally, y'all, he literally was just like, he walked off. And I was like, y'all, I was like, damn, like, was I really giving it up that bad to the point where he knows, like, oh yeah, this girl, like, she overly going. So that happened, and I didn't tell nobody, because honestly speaking, y'all, I was embarrassed. Like, all jokes aside, when it was like, when he left my area, I had to really think about, like, what I did, and I was, like, low-key embarrassed. I'm like, bro, like, did I just fold like that? Like, I'm talking about stuttering, mouth open, eyes looking big as hell, acting as if I seen God for the first time. Like, no funny. It was low-key embarrassing, and I'm like, ugh, I guess I don't got no crush on this boy no more. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm one of them people where, like, how can I say it? If I mess up with my crush and I know that my crush likes me, I will force myself to stop liking my crush. I don't know if you guys, I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Are y'all like that too? Because I know there's certain people like that. Like if I know that my crush likes me and I mess up with him and I can tell that he's not trying to pursue me, I will just get highly embarrassed and I will leave it alone. Like even if I still find a nigga attractive, I just won't pursue it no more. Like I would just dead the situation and leave it alone, you know. So after that, y'all, I low-key deaded the situation and I left it alone because I was just like, damn, like that was a little, you know, that was a little off, right? One day I get a kick, and if you guys don't know what kick is, you're a baby. No, I'm just kidding. If you guys do not know what Kick is like this app that we used to use back then when we were kids. It's like an iMessage app, but like, I don't know how to describe Kick, but I'm pretty sure majority of y'all know what Kick was. So this is back when like Kick was like popping for real. I get a Kick message from this boy. Mind you, this was like about a week later. Mind you, from that day that I seen him in the hallway and I folded, I never seen him again. Like I never seen that boy again. I was like, oh, like, okay, like, where did he go? It's like he disappeared, right? So he kicked me, and I don't remember what he kicked me. Don't quote me on it, y'all. I really do not remember what he kicked me. But I just remember him kicking me, and I just remember being shocked because, like I said, because I was so embarrassed about our little interaction in the hallway, I just was like, I can't talk to him no more. Like I don't like, it's like I was trying to like force myself to not like him anymore. And so like, but like when he kicked me, y'all, all the feelings that I was trying to suppress came right back up, all jokes aside. So he kicked me, and I'm pretty sure he started a conversation with me. Just started like wholeheartedly talking. Mind you, I didn't even tell my friend that knew him that I was talking to him at that time, because she just used to always say, like, she didn't talk negatively about him, but she thought that it was so nasty that I had a crush on him. So I tried my best not to really even talk to her like about him like that, because I mean, no, to talk to her about him, because I was like, she think that it's LS that I like this guy, so I'm not even gonna even mention his name towards her. Like I'm gonna just keep this shit on the low. Like I literally did not even really tell anyone. No funny, like I did not tell nobody that I was talking to him. I just kept it like between me and him. Oh, me and him, we're talking. Mind you, at that time I just moved to that school, so I didn't have a lot of friends at that time. Like she was one of the first friends that I made at the school, right? So I did not have like a lot of friends to talk to anybody about this shit. So me and him was talking, and I'm like, okay, period. Like I got the upperclassman. He's an athlete. Like he tall, he popular. Like I thought I was on top of the world. Mind you, at that time, a lot of the upperclassmen were messaging me. So it's not like I was like new to the upperclassmen messaging me, but it was just the one that I wanted that was messaging me. The other ones that was messaging me, I wanted them too, but they wanted me first, if you get what I mean. It's different when you want a guy and you get him versus when a guy finds you and he's attractive too, so you just go towards him. Like it's a whole different vibe. So I was cool with the other upperclassmen messaging me, but when Clifton started messaging me, I was like, oh my God. And y'all gotta also understand, my brain is still thinking that I messed up with him in the hallways the day he was giggling at me. I thought he was laughing at me, but we started talking and he was like, no, I wasn't laughing at you. I just thought it was funny how you froze. Like he said, I just knew off rip, like you liked me. He said, I just automatically knew that you liked me. I asked him, I'm like, okay, well, if you knew that I liked you, like how come you didn't press the issue? Like you didn't say nothing, you just giggled and you walked off. Honestly speaking, he said he just thought that it was cute that I was like starstruck. And not starstruck, I wasn't starstruck. He's not God, but y'all know what I mean. Like he just said that he thought it was cute that I was stuttering and stuff like that, and he just was like giggling. But he said that throughout that whole week he was like literally walking out to the hallways looking for me. He said that there were times where he was taking restroom breaks. Sorry y'all. He said that there was times where he was taking restroom breaks in hopes that he will run into me, like how he ran into me the week before. Like he said he was looking for me, and then he said that he asked one of his friends about me, like did they know me, and the boy gave him my kick. And I was like, okay, that makes sense, because like I'm like, a week later you came back? He's like, no. He said, I've been looking for you this whole entire week. He said that when he really like thought about the situation, he was like, oh, that girl, she kind of cute, like let me like, you know, try to talk to her. So we started talking, y'all. Like we started talking. It's actually crazy because there was no such thing as dates in my vocabulary when I was that age, but he actually asked me out on a date, and I just did not know what to say. I don't know. I've never been asked out on a date at that age, so I kind of was like, nah, I can't, because how am I gonna explain to my mom that I'm going on a date with an 18-year-old? I think he was like 17 or 18, and I was like 15 at that time. How was I gonna explain that to my mom, y'all? So I told him straight up, I'm like, nah, I can't go on no date with you. He's like, okay, well, like, you know, whenever you're free, you could come and hang out at my place. Like, you know, you can, like, I would love to have you over at my place. Like, I can accommodate you, this and that, da, da, da. I was like, okay. So we continued to talk more, and eventually I went to his place one day, right? Went to his place, you know, everything was calm, everything was cool. Like I said, y'all, I did not tell nobody. I didn't tell nobody what was going on. Like I said, I didn't have a lot of friends. School was still kind of new. So the only person that I really could have told was the girl who knew him. And I just didn't feel like telling her, because I just personally felt like she thought that it was LS that I liked him. So what was the purpose of telling her? You know, we hung out. We, you know, yeah, grown folks, you feel me? And I'm trying to remember, how was that? I don't remember. That was so long ago, y'all. That was, I wasn't 15, I was 16. Y'all 16. That was so long ago. I don't remember how that experience was. Maybe it wasn't good. Let me continue, bro. Let me continue. I don't know who's watching me. But yeah, like, it was just like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I don't think it was a bad experience. I just think it was so long ago, I don't really remember, you know what I mean? But it was a cool experience. I remember him saying like, oh, we should hang out more, like after I got to hanging out with him that first time. And I was like, yeah, like, we should hang out more. And he was like, hey, this is what he told me, y'all. Listen to this very carefully before I continue this story time. He says, hey, you know, I'm pretty popular and I don't really like my business out there, so could you please not tell anyone? Y'all, bitch, I didn't have friends like that. Like, I only had that one friend that I made and a couple of acquaintances, but I did not have friends. And I wasn't planning on telling that one friend, like I told y'all. So I told him, I'm like, you don't have to worry about me. Like, I'm not telling anybody that shit. Like, I'm not telling no one what just happened. You don't have to worry about me. Like, trust. So he's like, thank you so much. He's like, it's not like, you know, it's not nothing. It's just the fact, like, I don't like people in my business, da da da. Like, he's just giving me that whole spiel about how he doesn't really like people in his business. I'm like, that's fine. Now, I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, because I don't know how, like, okay, y'all let me know, like, dead ass. Like, let me know how y'all feel. How would y'all feel if you mess around with a guy and he says, don't tell anyone, I don't really like people in my business? Because I feel like it could go two ways. I feel like either the guy is hiding something and he doesn't want the world to know, or the guy really just don't like people in his business. I don't know. Like, I haven't heard a guy tell me that in so long, but like, whenever guys used to tell me that in high school, I just used to be confused. Like, are you hiding me, or like, what's going on? Like, why are you not telling me? Like, why do you not want me to tell people, you know? And the funny thing about this whole situation, because he is not the only guy who have given me that spiel of, hey, please don't tell people. And at that time, y'all, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, a lot of guys used to talk to me on the low, and I'm not even talking about like fucking, or like there used to be guys that I used to link with, like, on some, we didn't do nothing, we didn't talk, like, we probably kissed and made out or something, and then at the end of it, they'll be like, hey, I don't like people in my business, don't tell anyone, this and that. And I kind of off rip knew it was because the whole school hated me, and so a lot of people did not want to be associated with me publicly. But this guy in particular, he did not know that the school hated me. Like, he had no idea that the school hated me. I literally told him, like, I told him that, like, after he told me how he don't like people in his business, and he was shocked. He was like, the school hates you? I'm like, yeah, like, you don't be seeing what's going on Twitter? And he was like, to be honest, I don't be on Twitter like that. Like, he told me straight up, he said, I have a Twitter, but I don't be on Twitter like that. And he was like, I did not know the school hated you. That's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, like, the school don't like me. And So I knew for a given fact that he was not telling me not to tell anyone because of the school hating me. But the problem that I used to have with the men who used to say do not tell anyone what we did, or like us linking up, is that they will go and tell the world. Like literally right after I leave them, the whole school would know. And it always used to happen like that. And I just used to be like, why are we both pinky promising each other before we dip out of each other's houses or out of the vicinity or whatever, that we're not gonna tell anyone, and the next morning everybody and their mama know that we linked up? Like, what happened? Literally the very next couple of days, I won't say the next day, but the next like 2 days later, why did my friend come up to me and say, you mess with Clifton? I'm kind of looking like, why? I wanted to lie so badly. My first thought process was to say no. I wanted to lie so badly, but I really was looking like, who the hell told you that I messed with this guy? Who told you that I messed with him? And so I was like, why? And she's like, girl, like, people said they saw you getting in his car and stuff like that. And I don't know, but like, I think he's going around telling people that y'all messed with each other. And I was like, he told you? And she was like, girl, of course he ain't gonna tell me. Like, me and you are friends. Like, of course he not gonna tell me. She said, but I think he's going around telling the guys that y'all messed around with each other. She was like, you need to check that shit. And I'm like, okay. Like, and she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And so I go and text him. No, y'all, that's the funny thing. I didn't even text him, because in my honest opinion, I just found it weird that me and you agreed to not do something and you went to go do it. And back then, y'all, believe it or not, y'all might think I'm lying. Y'all might think I'm lying. And honestly speaking, if y'all think I'm lying, I kind of understand, because I get firecracker vibes on this channel. But believe it or not, I was not a confrontational girl when it came to men back then. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Men used to do me dirty when I used to talk to them back then, and I just used to let them. Like, I would just like carry on with myself, and I would just separate myself. That's just the type of girl I was. I was never the type of girl to like fight with a guy and to go back and forth with a guy. I was never that type of girl back then. It wasn't until I met Stanley that I really started putting my foot down, because once I started dating Stanley, and I wasn't even really putting my foot down when you really think about it, because I was still going back to him. But nonetheless, Stanley was the first guy where I started really standing up for myself. I'm talking about like cursing a nigga out, you know, putting boundaries in place. Like, you know, even if I did lower the boundaries eventually, I was always like on 10. I had Stanley on his toes. Like, ask that nigga would tell you. I took all them story times y'all hear about me and him, best believe I took that nigga for a loop. Like, that nigga hated dating me, you know what I mean? So, but with other guys, I ain't gonna lie, I used to let them do me in, and I would not confront them or nothing. I would just like go on about my life. So I decided that I was not going to confront him. I just kind of felt that it was mad weird for you to tell me not to tell nobody anything, and then you're going around and you're telling all your homeboys, to the point where it got back to my friend. I thought that the shit was weird as hell. So I just was like, I'm just not gonna talk to him no more. I had already put that in my head, and now that I think about it, I don't think the experience was that good. So because for me to say that I wasn't going to talk to him anymore, the experience was probably not that good anyways, to be honest. So randomly, the night of, why do I get a long ass paragraph from Clifton on Kick? Y'all, literally, I looked at the phone and I'm like, okay, like, what are you texting me? Y'all, this boy was going off on me. He's like, I don't know what you doing. I don't know who you telling, but my girl, yo girl, bitch, you better say yo boy. Bitch, you better say your homeboy. Bitch, you better say your daddy. Bitch, you better say your mommy. But your girl, what am I hearing? He's like, I don't know who you telling. I don't know what's going on. Mind y'all, like, This shit used to happen to me at that school all the time, y'all. Like, it will always be a nigga that will be messing with me, knowing he got a on and off again girlfriend, or knowing he had a girlfriend. Then I would not know. I would have no idea because I was new to the school and shit like that. And then now I'm in beef with people that I don't know. It always used to happen to me like that, and it used to piss me off. All jokes aside, used to piss me off because I'm like, bro, like, I had no idea that you had a girlfriend. Never mentioned to me that you had a girlfriend. You acted as if your girlfriend didn't exist. All of a sudden shit is hitting the fan. You're texting me and you're going off on me talking about that your girl knows about us. I didn't even know about your girl. He's texting me a long ass paragraph talking about some, I don't know who you told, I don't know what you told, but my girl is not happy with me right now. She's threatening to be done with me forever. I told you that I don't like my business out. I told you I'm a popular nigga, I'm an athlete. Like, he's just talking, like, giving all these different type of accolades. And I'm like, first of all, you're not the only athlete here, buddy. Like, I used to fuck with athletes all the time, y'all. Like, all jokes aside, majority of the niggas in not majority, damn near all the niggas in high school that I talked to were athletes. No funny. Like, I used to have the cream of the crop, all jokes aside. The funny thing about this whole situation is because everybody at the school hated me, the athletes used to talk to me. I don't know why. I don't know why. But bitch, the athletes used to talk to me. They used to slide in my DMs. I'm talking about, I will be fighting on Twitter, fighting for my life on Twitter. They will slide in my DMs like, I think you look good. I swear, y'all, I swear I'm not being funny. Ask any of my old friends. Like, they'll be like, I think you look good. Don't let them talk to you like that, baby. Like, I was always talking to athletes. So don't sit up here and tell me about your accolades, because I do not care. So he's like, I am an athlete, I am popular, and you're not going to ruin my reputation. Da da da. Like, guys, he's going off on me. Like, he's going off. Mind you, I did not tell a soul what we did. A soul. I didn't tell nobody what happened. I didn't even tell my friend that I was even talking to him. And the thing is, I'm like, look at you. You so damn dumb that you think that the few niggas that you told in the locker room kept your mouth on lock. You so damn stupid that you can't even understand that the friends that you told went and started telling everybody, and before you know it, it got back to your girl. That's how stupid you are. Stupid. So I told my friend, I'm like, look what he's texting me. And I'm like, when were you gonna tell me he had a girlfriend? My friend's like, girl, she said, to be honest, they be on and off again. She said, literally around the time that you said that you thought he was cute, they had literally just broken up. She said, so that's why I didn't tell you he had a girlfriend. She was like, because they were not together. I said, but at the very least, I feel like you should have told me that, because that's, I don't know, that's just, I don't know. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping. If my friend sees a guy that I'm familiar with but she's not familiar with, and she thinks he's attractive, and I know that he has like a toxic relationship with his ex, and you know, one minute they're dating, the next minute they're broken up, one minute they're together, the next minute they're broken up, I would tell her off rip. I'll be like, girl, I know you think he cute and all, but I ain't gonna lie, he got a crazy ex that he be dating. He be on and off with her. You know, I don't know if you're gonna talk to him, but if I were you, I would tread lightly, because him and his girl be on and off again, and before you know it, they might be on right before you know it. I would tell my friend that, but she didn't tell me anything. And then she also told me that she did not think I would go talk to him. She's like, well, you should have at the very least let me know that you was having communications with him. She said, then I would have told you that, you know, he had an on and off again girl. She said, but you didn't really say much. She said, you just said that he looked good, and you know, she said, I talked shit about him, and that was that. She said, girl, I didn't know you was gonna go him. She literally said that, y'all. She said, I didn't know you was gonna go him. Like, she was like, I didn't know all that. I'm like, yeah. And so when the boy texted me that, like I said, y'all, I just used to let guys do me in. Like, I'm not even being funny. I used to let guys talk to me anyhow. I had no backbone when it came to guys that I was sleeping with or that I was dating or anything back then. So when he texted me all that, y'all, I didn't even reply. Like, when I tell you I didn't even reply, y'all, I did not even reply. I just felt like, what is there to say? Like, you didn't even tell me you had a girlfriend. And granted, come to find out, around the time that me and him slept with each other, he was not dating her. But at the same time, you still should have at the very least told me, hey, I have an on and off again girlfriend. Me and her were always breaking up and getting back together, just giving you a heads up, this and that. Like, he should have told me that, and he refused to tell me that. So I stopped responding to him, and you know, I just let him be. I just felt weird about the situation, and I felt icky, you know. So I'm gonna say a couple of days later, I'm doing the same thing. I'm roaming through the hallways trying to see who I can see, and I see him. Okay. So it's like I was starstruck again, but bitch, I wasn't starstruck in a good way, like how I was when I first seen him. I literally was like, and he looked at me. It's like he was sizing me up. I'm like, why are you sizing me up? I didn't ask him that, but in my head, I'm like, why are you sizing me up? So he came up to me and he confronted me again. Literally, y'all, everything that he sent in the kick messages, that's legit what he told me in person. He's like, who did you tell? And I'm like, I didn't tell nobody. And he named my friend, that friend I was cool with. And he's like, you told such and such. I said, first of all, I didn't tell her. I said, she came up to me and told me that she knew that I messed with you. I said, and then she told me that you went around telling your guy friends that we messed around. I don't know who you went to go tell after me and you both decided that we are not going to say anything, that we are going to keep this whole situation on hush mode. I don't know who you went to go tell, but whoever you went to go tell other people, and it got back to your girl, first of all. I said, second of all, you didn't even tell me you had a girl. I had no idea. Like, if I would even though they were broken up when I messed with him, had I known he had a girl that he was back and forth with, I probably would have treaded carefully, and I probably would have taken a little bit more precautions before I linked with him and did all that shit. I probably would have. But you didn't tell me shit. You was talking about you don't like your business out there, this and that, because you knew you had a girl. And it's actually crazy because the girl that he was dating was popular too. Like, she was a popular girl. Like, she was an upperclassman. Everybody knew her. So the school started hating me even more because that news traveled like wildfire, and everybody started calling me a home wrecker. And y'all, like I said, this shit has happened to me before, so this ain't the first time. So people was just like thinking that I was Thanos, taking bitches man like I was taking infinity stones. All jokes aside, like, people was like, here she go again, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that. Like, it was the same like chit chat about how I was a hoe and I was a side chick, and it was the same type of chit chatter in the school. And I was not happy because I'm like, bro, I had no idea. Like, and granted, yes, I just got to the school. Maybe I should have, you know, got my feet, you know, settled in a little bit and, you know, figure it out, and probably would have known that he had a bitch. But at the same time, you should have told me you had a girlfriend. Like, you should have. Like, I don't appreciate this because I got all the flack and he didn't get none. Let's fast forward to like about a week later, right? So one day I'm walking in the hallways by myself, and it's during hallway transition, and these group of girls come up to me. I have never seen these girls before, but I can automatically off rip kind of tell that they were upperclassmen because, you know, by then I'm like kind of like, it's like a couple of months into the school. I kind of could tell who's an upperclassman, who's a lower. You know how high school is. It's like about a good 4 of them, and I'm like, who are these girls? Tell me why it was the girls, Clifton's girlfriend's friends. Mind you, Clifton's girlfriend was nowhere near there. Like, she was not near there. She wasn't with them. At this time, I already got hipped onto the girl. I already seen the girl on social media. I already seen how the girl looked like. You know, my friend showed me her page and everything. So the girl was not with them at all, but it was these 4 random girls that came up to me, and they literally like stopped in front of me while I was walking in the hallways. And I was like, yeah, like, can I help you? And they were like, do you think it's cute to like mess with people's mans? And I was like, whose mans did I mess with? Like, I'm actually mad confused. I'm like, whose mans did I mess with? And they were like, oh, you mess with old girls do Clifton. You mess with Clifton. We're her friends, and she's really distraught by the situation. Her and Clifton have been dating for years, this and that. They were literally only on a break for a couple of days before you messed with him. Like, do you think it's appropriate to be messing with like guys girlfriends? Like, y'all, they are sizing me up. Like, when I say sizing me up, y'all, they are sizing me up, and they're looking like they want to fight me. And I'm just like, bruh, I cannot catch a break at this school, and I'm tired of this shit. Like, I'm tired of people coming up to me, confronting me about shit that don't got shit to do with me. Take that shit up with God and take that shit up with Clifton. At the end of the day, Clifton is the one who asked the bitch, can you be my girlfriend, not me. So I don't know why you in my face sizing me up about a nigga that I didn't even know had a girlfriend. I literally just got to the school the other day, baby. I just came to this school. I don't know nobody else in this school, so shut the hell up and get out of my face. Like, that's how I felt. All jokes aside, that's how I felt. And literally, y'all, I'm not being funny. Y'all might be thinking, oh, it was 4 girls in front of me, I was scared. Y'all was not scared. That shit angered the out of me. Like, I literally said, he never told me he had a girlfriend. I said, I just got to this school. Y'all know this because everybody at this time knew me in this school. I said, I just got to this school. I had no idea the boy had a girlfriend. He never told me that he had a girlfriend. I said, had I known he had a girlfriend, I would have never came around him. And I said, and honestly speaking, I don't appreciate y'all coming up here and sizing me up about a nigga that's not yours. I said, if old girl got an issue, let old girl come and talk to me, but don't come and size me up. I said, because I feel like it's tension. Like, is it tension? Like, I'm starting to get, like, you know, a little like weird, like combative, because I'm like, y'all all up in my face. It's 4 of y'all, it's 1 of me. I don't have friends like that at this school, for real. I got like more so acquaintances, you know. I'm like, y'all sizing me up. Like, what y'all trying to do, you know? And they're like, we ain't trying to fight you. Y'all, it's kind of like when them girls be like, come outside, we ain't gonna jump you. Like, yes, you are. You know what I mean? Like, they started getting hostile too. They're like, look, ain't nobody trying to fight you. We just saying, like, we don't know. We didn't know that he didn't tell you. Da-da-da. Like, they talking to me like that. And I'm like, well, he did not tell me. He did not tell me. I said, you can go back and tell your friend that. He did not tell me. I had no idea. I said, y'all know I just got to this school. He didn't say shit. So that don't got nothing to do with me. I said, I won't touch him no more. I told them that. I said, I'm not going to touch him no more. But y'all need to get out of my face with this. Like, I don't like this drama behind a nigga that's not even mine. Like, please. So that situation happened, and I went and messaged him, and I sent him along. At that point, y'all, like I told y'all, I was the type of girl who usually, like, a guy would do me in, and, like, you know, I won't really say much, this and that. But at that point, I'm like, oh no, he got me fucked up. Because now you got random girls that I do not know from Adam and Eve coming up to me trying to, like, check me about some shit that you should have never did. Like, some shit that they should check you for. I didn't appreciate that. So I sent him a long ass paragraph, and I basically told him, you need to get your girlfriend's friends. Your girlfriend's friends came up to me today without your girlfriend to confront me about me messing with you. And I highly don't appreciate that, because I did not have nothing to do with, you know, this situation. Like, I did not know this and that, and you need to check and da da da. Like, I'm like going off on him. Y'all, why does he block me? Like, when I sent the message, like when I sent that shit never went through. So from that day that the shit hit the fan and everybody started talking, mind you, he did not get no hassle for it. Nobody said anything about it. Nobody confronted him about it. Nobody found it weird. Don't y'all find that weird that he's messing with me? He didn't get no hassle for it. I literally got all the hassle. They literally was calling me a homewrecker, a hoe, a side chick. That's literally what they kept calling me. Like, those were the next names for like the next like 2 weeks. People were making fun of me. I remember it was upperclassmen boys that was like trying to like talk to me in the DMs and stuff, because I guess this is what happened. I'm guessing the boy went back to go report on our encounter with each other, and he was like bragging, like, oh, like, yeah, like I had Irene, da da da, like this, it was good. Like, that's what I found out later on. I found out that he was bragging to a couple of his friends about me, and the boys ended up going to tell everybody, and they ended up telling his girl. So then the guys that he was bragging about me started DMing me, trying to talk to me too. And I'm like, move. So when I started rejecting them, they started like saying stuff like, don't you know you're the school's hoe? Like, don't you know that everybody knows you for being a thought? That was like when thought was popular back then. Everybody was like, don't you know you're a thought? Don't you know you're a hoe? Don't you know you're a side chick? Don't you know you're a homewrecker? I'm like, no. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't care. I never cared about those names. Those are just names. My name's Irene. Not Irene. Like, I don't care. Like, y'all, I did not care about stuff like that. I'm like, oh, whatever. I don't care. So, like, after like 2 weeks of them seeing that I did not care, y'all, because they used to stay calling me a hoe at that school. They used to be like, you a hoe. You a hoe. You a hoe. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I did not care, y'all. After like 2 weeks of them trying to slut shame me, and they peeped that I wasn't going, they just left that situation alone, and then they just went back to the original reason as to why they didn't like me, that I was troublesome and I was messy. That's what they used to call me. Throughout the times, I did used to see old girl in the hallway. She never came up to me. She never confronted me, which I found very weird, because I'm like, you're sending your friends to come and confront me, but you have never said a word to me. Like, she never spoke a word to me, y'all. She just always used to see me in the hallways and give me a look. Like, she will always look at me and be like, all the time. The boy, he never talked to me again either. He would just see me in the hallways and give me a look. I think he tried to come back, yeah, like years later. Like, not years later, but I'm gonna say like not even years later. I'm lying. I would say like towards the ending of the school year, he tried to come back on the slick. I don't remember how. I know it wasn't through the phone because he blocked me, but it was in person. I don't remember how, but I know he slick tried to come back, and I had to tell him, Clifton, stay over there. Like, I had to like hit him with the reject quickly. I'm like, you stay over there, because I feel like what you did was so foul and we can't come back from what you did. Like, I just was not messing with it. And yeah, that happened. And honestly, after they both graduated, because both of them were in the same grades, they were seniors. So after that school year, I never saw them again. I kid you not, I never saw her again. I never saw him again. I'd be seeing him on like social. Sometimes he might pop up on my there was a time he popped up on my Facebook. I don't even follow him, but like he popped up on my Facebook one time, and I think my Instagram, yeah, my Instagram and shit like that. And you know the funny thing, y'all, she went back to dating him. She didn't break up with him. They literally started dating again. I remember like being on his Twitter, because I used to lurk. I ain't gonna lie, I used to lurk. Shit, who don't lurk after you done with a nigga? I used to lurk. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. So yeah, and they will be taking pictures together, they will be kissing, they will be going out on dates, and I'm like, so you made your friends come and confront me just to stay with him? Like, I just found the situation so weird, and I hated the fact that the girl was popular, because I feel like because the girl was popular, they like, I got it worse because the girl was popular, because a lot of people liked her. So like, I feel like that low-key made people hate me more at that school. Like, y'all, after that situation, mind y'all gotta understand, that happened right when I got to the school. I would say like about 2 months into the school that happened, into the school year that happened. After that, y'all, they hated me, y'all. When I say they hated me, mind you, this is not the first time this happened. So they just kind of felt like, you're a hoe. That's literally how they felt, y'all. Like, it's some story times that I really can't come and tell y'all because of other people. But y'all, after this happened again, they were like, yeah, you're a hoe and we don't like you and you're messy. And it just, the bullying just like got heightened. Yeah, y'all, that's a story time. I'm just happy I'm not in high school no more. Like, every time I tell y'all one of these bullying story times, I'll be so happy that I'm not in high school anymore, because y'all, I went through a lot. I went through a lot, y'all. I love you guys so much. I'm happy that I was able to tell you guys these story times. Stay tuned for more videos this month. I know I've been slacking. I'm sorry, y'all. So before you guys head out, I did just drop a maintenance vlog literally today on my second channel, so I'm going to leave it in the description box and also in the comment section down below, so you guys can go check it out. And that was actually a good vlog, so y'all should definitely go check it out. If you are not subscribed to my second channel, why aren't you? Go ahead and subscribe or whatnot. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more videos this month. I got like more story times for y'all this month. Also, if you want to submit a story time to me, be sure to do so. My email is in the description box down below, because I'm about to start doing subscriber story times again. Bye, y'all.